Okay, good. So probably the first thing to start talking about would be the NSTT in February. Mandy, you said you wanted to say some things about that?
Oh, yes. Now we have 8 participants to join, and they paid $500 for the deposit. I talked with Mohammed already, and they have the name. But now, up to this month, we need to, if we go to other countries, when we come back, we need to 28 days quarantine, still the same policy. So maybe we need to talk about this, how to handle it. Yeah, but maybe this is.
What is your anticipation for February? Because we're November, December, January, so that'd be 4 months away. Third of the year.
But
What's your anticipation?
So yeah, we just keep waiting because I talked to Mohammed, maybe the late October or the end of December, we made the final decision how to handle this situation. So,
okay.
But
what is the?
I have an idea. So, but maybe, but I don't know. So, Michael, just in case if I cannot go there in person, so maybe you need to have another options for the master trainer this year. So I just I just want to talk this issue for 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
The quarantine. Do they have to quarantine in a hotel, or can they do that at home?
No, hotel.
At hotel. What's the reason for extending the days?
Around $100 per day.
No, what is the reason for extending it? Why has the government made that decision?
They never open it for the people come back. So the government keep this policy for already almost 2 years. No change, no any changes. Even I went Hong Kong and come back. I need, but in Hong Kong we need only 21 days, sometimes 28, sometimes 21 days. But now from the other country, they keep the date quarantine day 28.
Is there a lot of outbreak? Is there a lot of outbreak of COVID in China?
Yes. But not the same number as US or UK, just 100 or 1,000 something per day. But they just keep locking. So now in Hong Kong, we keep locking now, because if they don't keep locking, because they are talking about if we come to Hong Kong, go back to Hong Kong, we don't need quarantine if they have some policy. Only Hong Kong and China, but not from other countries. So all the students for this for last summer vacation, they need 28 quarantine.
Is the government making any statements about what has to happen so that they can change that policy?
Not yet. So everyone keep waiting about that. But we have 8 persons, so we just always keep meeting. So how to handle it? But they suggest one lady, Lily, suggests if we can have a place, and then I'm their benchmarker, and then we open it, and then I translate for them. But just kidding. But we just brainstorm how to solve this problem. but it is not the time to discuss this. But the first thing about the master trainer, so I need to be frank to open it, to open up, to talk to you. Maybe Michael, you need to have some options. Yeah, just in case. Yeah, for 4 months ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So Mandy, I do have a suggestion for that. What I did, because I'm aware of the situation, so what I did with the hotel is I asked them to extend their cancellation policy for your group. And that way, if at the beginning of February you decided to come, that would be fine. If
Okay.
you decided not to come, they're not going to charge us any extra fee. So I did talk to them specifically about you and your group, and they are flexible about that part. So
Okay,
that will
good.
give us till the very last minute to make a decision about this.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because we keep briefing and meeting to prepare.
Yes.
Yeah, if we go to Egypt. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, and
So right now,
and I do like your virtual suggestion.
But not
I'm not sure
allowed.
how applicable it is, but I think it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Crazy
actually, I've
thinking.
seen a training done by Richard Bolstad, who did something very similar, who did a trainer's training for a group in Egypt. And he did exactly what, so he was in New Zealand and he had a group, I think, of 20 people in, they were meeting in.
okay.
Yeah, we've lost audio, Tariq.
So right now we have 11, counting Mandy, as far as the assist team. So 11 team leaders, or let's say 10, with 6 people each means we can handle 60 people. And I've already sent out a list of the presenters in the evenings, and I put together 2 new patterns, one on collaboration, one on attitude enrichment for the evening presentations as part of the preparation for the trainers. And so we've got 2 blank spots where if somebody gets close to reaching the master trainer level, they can have a second go. So we'll have all that worked out by February.
Yeah, I would like to register for the second go.
Mohammed and Masuki.
Yes.
So I don't have
Second
Hendrik on that list of presenters.
I didn't know that there was a list of presenters until now. So it's like the team leaders have a presentation in the training?
Well, if you're in the master trainer track, so
Yeah.
if you're with Sandra and working with her and her practice group, or Jason and his practice group, then if you're in that, so the first condition is you have to raise your hand and be a part of the master trainer practice group.
Yeah. That would be nice. Yeah, I mean, that's what I want.
Okay, so you would need to join Jason and Geraldine's group. They last Friday, a week ago Friday, they had 15 people in their practice group.
Yeah.
So let's tell Jason to add Hendrik to that group so he can get a part of that.
Yes. Absolutely. Can I ask you, for the team leaders, we will have some days before the trainer to prepare.
Right.
How many days?
Well, yeah, 2 days. So
Two
that would
days.
be trying to think of the dates right off. I think it's the 9th and 10th. We get there on the 9th. We have the 10th and 11th, and I think we start on the 12th.
Okay. And we have to buy only the ticket, and then the whole it's like the how do you say, the retreat, the place where we are going to stay. That's
the resort.
The resort. That's we don't have to pay that. So just the ticket there, or like a regular flight ticket to Egypt. That's all we need. Or
right. So I bought our tickets, and we arrive on the 9th of February.
Okay. So I will buy a ticket to arrive on the 9th as well.
Yeah, Mohammed, are you listening? Can you? hear us?
Yes, I'm listening. Yes.
Okay. So I think we're asking all the team
So
leaders.
for the
to be
assist
on the
team,
line.
yes, and the nines, and for the assist team, you just pay for the accommodation, and I'll be sending you the details for that. And some of you have already referred some people, so some of you will actually not pay anything because you have a commission for referring people. And I'll be working with that with you to give you the details.
Yeah. I think I referred some people, so that's great.
Yes.
So that'll be February 22. David suggested that we do NSTT in Mexico in May of 23. And then Marzuki, you're saying May or June of 24.
Yes.
So that's kind of our schedule plan right now.
So I'm also looking for the date in 23 for ACMC. So now that David said that NSTT will be around May, so I'm hoping that I can get you to Malaysia in June.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great. And I actually want to speak about that as well, because we have been also talking in Sweden about inviting Michael. We didn't talk to Michael about it yet, but sometime in the autumn next year, to have an ACMC in Stockholm.
Per wrote to me and I sent him the contract.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, Per wrote to you, yeah. So we're starting to organize a group around that to plan that. So that would be also sometimes during the autumn. We haven't decided yet, and we have to see what works for you, of course, as well. Yeah.
Well,
But
it
it
just so
hasn't
happens
been.
I'm wide open.
Yeah, you're right. But as I understand it, there has been no ACMC during the pandemic.
No, there's been 5. So
Been 5.
Mohammed has run 3 ACMCs. David and Yvonne ran 1. And it seems to me there was one other one.
Mariani.
Mariani ran 1. So
And
there
I
was
ran-
5 in 2021. There was 5.
Oh, really? Okay.
And
Okay.
also
The
one in
la-
China. Also one in China.
Yeah, Mandy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So, we ran-
almost
so
the
that
same
would have been
time.
6.
Yeah,
That'd been 6 altogether.
Yes.
And how many ACMC are planned for the next year?
We've got one in May in Brazil. They'll run one in Mexico next year. They'll run one in China next year. They'll run. Mariani, will you run one in Indonesia next year?
Not planned yet. I planned 2023 with you, Michael. And since May already Mexico, June already Kuala Lumpur, maybe March in Indonesia. So please
2020.
mark the 23. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, 2023. So we have people, they want to know about coaching professional, ACMC. So we are starting promote it. We'll have practitioner, APG, and we're starting to have offline next year to get, to collect people again. Because after this offline, this pandemic for 2 years is like paralyzed. So well, paralyzed is not the word, but March 2023.
Vacation.
Indonesia. Vacation. Holiday.
2-year vacation. Yeah.
Holiday. But people, they're interested to
We've
know.
been on holiday for 2 years.
Michael, come to Toronto.
I won't want
Let's have
another holiday
here.
for the rest of my life.
so Michael, the next ACMC will be in Brazil, right? Next year, coming year. Yeah, that means the,
Well, in
the
May,
new
in May we'll have one.
May.
May. In Brazil.
Mm.
Yeah, that's already scheduled. I've already bought my ticket to go to Brazil in May. well, our tickets. I won't drag her with me. I was going to put her in my suitcase, but then I thought, she ought to have a seat.
If
She's
not
so
more than
small, I could put her in
23.
my suitcase.
Is it hand luggage? Or
Yeah, let's
is
put
it
her-
hand luggage?
She only weighs like 70 pounds.
At least I'll be seated beside him in the plane, not put me in the luggage compartment.
Well, you need to diet, Geraldine, because it's only 23 kilos.
Yeah.
He's cheaper.
Save us some money.
So Mariani, will you go to Egypt this year?
No, it's really, I mean, hopeless.
Hopeless.
Hopeless. I want to. It seems that I need to visit from Toronto. I need to fly to my daughters in Korea on February and fly back March to have a practitioner in Bali. So it's really taxing. UD will represent Indonesia in Egypt. UD will come to Egypt.
Yodi. Oh,
Yeah. He is in master trainer track now with Jason and Geraldine.
yeah. Okay.
So in Mexico, I will come. Hopefully, I will come.
Yeah.
And also Marzuki, actually, I really hope that we can also collaborate for the NSTT in Kuala Lumpur 2024.
Yes. I was planning to connect with the institutes Indonesia, Manila, and also Australia, so that we can collaborate, and also China.
Yeah.
So we can collaborate there.
So my plan is sorry,
because we don't have any experience hosting that, so I will need to rely on your experience as well.
Do it in Bali, but you are the sponsor.
Bali.
First in Bali. we prepare about NSTT. There were five persons asked about NSTT in Egypt when we promote it at the first time, but because of the pandemic, they hold it. And then later on, there are two ladies talking about want to go, and I will follow up Irfan and Pras about these two persons. But we're really looking for Malaysia because we are very close to Malaysia. We are talking about cost saving and also about the situation also. So we have prepared that 2023 will be ACMC, and then the next level, so all the practitioner, master, APG, and then ACMC, and then NSTT seems for me is all in a row.
So that's why we want to start working from now, because NSTT, you have to go through Meta NLP, APG, and Meta Master. So we want people to put that in the calendar. So over a 3-year period, somebody fresh can go around that timeline.
Yeah, I do hope I highly suggest them not to take the modular, but practitioner and master prac. Not, the modular is only coaching essential and APG, and we are lack of person who can teach practitioner, the real practitioner, not only the modular one. So I really suggest to.
Yeah.
It is very well planned to go there. So let's collaborate, Marzuki. Looking forward.
Okay. You'll get email from me very soon. I just want to get the dates. The institute here in Malaysia is fully behind the projects, ACMC and NSTT project. So I think within a couple of weeks, I'll be sending out the email to you, Mariani, to you, Mandy, to Sean, and also to Eldam. So we'll be talking about that.
One more thing, sorry for my vocal, I have lots of things to speak out. One thing, Marzuki, based on my experience from the business overview, I think it will be better we promote it after the Egypt. So people will come to Egypt first because, you know, if they know here and there, then they will lose focus. So my experience in business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's do it. I mean, we can do it undercover to prepare it.
Yeah.
But not announced yet.
I mean, from now to Egypt, that's only 4 months. So that even if, let's say, I want to announce it right after Egypt, I have only
Yeah,
4 months
Yeah.
to do the planning. So quite a lot to be done. Yeah. Okay.
And still be another one, Mexico.
Yeah.
So
I think that's part.
Okay, so
That's
when
part of
are
the
we talking?
design, isn't it? We keep shifting it from the different sides of the world to make it more accessible to people from the 2 time zones. Yeah.
Yeah. So regionally, and STT for region.
So NSTT is the plan is to have it in Mexico 2023, or
Yes.
and 2024
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Malaysia. Okay.
Host by Malaysia will be in Bali. You're the sponsor, just the place.
This is the difference between planning and wishing.
Yeah. This is a joke, okay?
So Mariani, if you have people who'd like to come to Egypt this year, I'll be happy to give you the same offer I'm giving to Mandy, so they can confirm at the very last minute. And there'll be no extra cost for them if they decide to do that.
Yeah. There are 2 ladies. One of them, her husband will want to go to Egypt also. So I think this is a good chance. I'll follow up with Irfan and Pras. I don't know.
Perfect.
Well, yeah, I will see. I don't know whether they have contacted you or not because we give them your email.
I don't think I received any context from that part of the world yet.
Okay. I will follow up.
In the next week, the next 9 days, I'm expecting to get all of the Institute statements as to collaboration, the collaboration contest. So November 15th is when I want to get all that so we can start going through to see the choices we're going to make. And I'll ask like 2 of you who are not 2 of the leadership team whose institute is not being considered to be the panel that makes the decision. So hopefully you're getting your materials ready to go to send to me. And I haven't received anything yet. So hopefully that'll come through and then we can make that decision. And then I can get the monies out to everybody December or January. So the only other thing that we need to do, I've set up a PayPal account for ISNS. So I can transfer from the bank to the PayPal account money and it doesn't cost anything to make that transfer. Then I can take the PayPal account and send it to your PayPal account. So what we want to do is to encourage every institute to set up a PayPal account for the institute. That way your people can pay their fees through PayPal. Any credit card is accepted, and then it's easy transfer of monies. Then I don't have to go and get checks or send from my bank to your bank. We just do the PayPal transfer, costs nothing. So I said, and I know you can do that because I set up one this week or last week. I set it up for the NOP global body. So we now have a PayPal account for the NOP global body, and I set it up with a new email that I created. I just use my initials, LMH, and then I sent. So what we're doing with the NOP global body, every association that's a part of that body we're charging a $10 fee. And so all the associations will send a $10 fee in. It'll be $100, $140. But it shows the IRS that we are an operative organization, that we have money coming in, that we spend the money for the website and for whatever else. And so with that money, we're going to create a logo, a stamp, and the stamp will allow every trainer in every association to use it, that puts on the stamp of approval from the NLP global body. So you have neurosemantic stamp or the meta coaching stamp, and now we're going to create something that's at a higher level, that you're also an association and alignment with the NLP global body, which right now is 14 associations.
So what associations are part of the NLP global body?
If you go to nlpglobalbody.org, you'll see all the associations. And most of them are European associations right now, the Australian Association, but you'll see the list of them all there, and you'll see neurosemantics as one of the associations. And so as we create on the global body a standard of ethics, standard of practice, et cetera, it creates that global embodiment of the alignment of quality NLP around the world. So that's what we're doing.
Wow, that sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite really good to have this collaboration between all NLP bodies.
Yes, it's
into
a
one
miracle.
bigger global body.
NLP people can
Yeah.
talk to each other.
Yeah.
So it's been my aspirations for many years to facilitate something that when John and Richard are gone, and it's just a matter of time, and as both of them get older now, there'll be a time when they're gone, and I think both the new code will just disappear. I think the Society of NLP will disappear. Nobody will carry it on, Richard's part or John's part. And so then the question is, what will represent NLP in the world? And hopefully it'll be the NLP global body.
Michael, just curious, who is a Meta International?
That's Frank Pruselic.
Okay, I think Facebook will come to and see about the Meta.
So if you notice what I sent out to Neurons last week is that Frank had actually trademarked Meta back in 1978. But it's in public domain, so they can't claim that. Yeah.
I hear that someone has sued
years ago,
Facebook.
Years ago, Bob and I trademarked Meta NLP, because that's what we were calling our practitioner level, Meta NLP. We trademarked it, and we had that trademark for. When we went to renew it, which was 5 years later, because you have to keep renewing it. When we went to renew it 5 years later, they said it was in public domain. And so the Trademark and Patents Office in Washington, D.C. would not allow us to continue it, even though we had the trademark. If we had had the trademark, we could have gone to
Facebook
and said, we want some billions.
But I hear this morning that someone have asked money from Facebook, 20 million, because they has Meta PC. They has two men already trademarked Meta PC 1 year ago. 20 million US dollar to pay that.
Yeah, now the lawsuits begin.
Yeah. Michael, I want to clarify about the contest. The first one is the joke. I was surprised when you said the joke is recorded and submitted. Recorded. Recorded means that in Indonesia, we make the video of it. So do you mean recorded in a paper or recorded as a video for the joke in the contest?
Are you saying joke?
Humor, the humor, how to say it?
Humor.
Humor, yeah. 4 for 1 month, remember? So we have 44 until November. One of the criteria for the contest is?
Well, so if you see what I sent out just 2 days ago, you'll see all the
Yeah.
criteria.
Yeah. And the last one about the humor is about recorded and submitted, the last word. Let
I'm
me
gonna have
check.
to look at it because I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah, I want
what
to
you're talking
open the
about.
file. Let me see. Let me check. The criteria about the being about the contest. Let me open the email also.
I don't see anything about joke or
No,
humor.
not the joke. So measurement of collaboration successfully generate 4 neurosemantic jokes a month, recorded and submitted. The last point of the measurement of collaboration.
Well, I would say put that say that let's say you got 4 jokes. So just identify 4 jokes and then put that as an appendix to write them out.
So 4 jokes a month, it means now 11 November, so 44 jokes.
Well, see, that's just an example. So it may just be you as the institute came up with 4 jokes altogether for the whole year. So
Okay.
it's just an example of, did you collaborate on creating some humor together? If so, what humor did you create, and what is some evidence that you did that?
Okay, because we are here were surprised by the word recorded, because we have jokes in Indonesia, in TikTok, in social media, and then suddenly recorded and submitted. So we form a group of creative person. I call it Institute Creative. Young men, you know, they like to do the recording, social media, and now they are creating the joke into English. And it was fun. So I just need to put on form for the example and put it in an appendix. Okay.
So of course, what we're going after is, did people collaborate?
Yeah.
Did you get 3 guys to collaborate?
Yes.
When did they
11.
collaborate? What did they collaborate on? And what is some evidence of that? So
okay.
We don't need that submitted to in the paperwork, but just a description of what they've done.
Okay. We have 11 person in a group to create the film, the video. So we now have an inspiration to have one post in our website for the creative part, for the joke. Thank you for your inspiration, Michael. We misunderstand about the recorded.
So Michael, if I understand correct, we don't need to submit the actual jokes because we do have many also in Arabic. They're not written in English.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would not find those funny.
I'm not sure about that because you do find Egyptians funny anyway.
It just goes on to show that in neurosemantics, we take humor seriously.
That's right.
Okay. clear now.
Well, that's all I have on the table today. I don't have anything else really to talk about. Anybody else? Something on the table?
Yes, so there's the topic of the Zoom accounts, and we have been discussing that during the last period. And I think what we all agreed on is to purchase the monthly Zoom meeting package for up to 500 people. And if I'm correct, that will cost $65 a month. And as we agreed last meeting, that can be used by all institutes, including the next meeting that Mariani is leading next week.
Okay. Okay, so have you gone ahead and purchased that?
Not yet. So we did agree on that. And I think next step is to create an account and then just to send you the link so you can use your PayPal account to pay for that, as you suggested last time.
Okay. Well, it sounds good to me. I'd vote for it.
Okay. So I think me and Marzuki will arrange for that and get in touch with you to see how we can move forward.
Any other discussion about that?
Yeah. So Tariq, would you like me to set up the Zoom account first, and then because we have the email address,
Yes,
neurosemantics.official@gmail.com. So I'll set up the account with that email address. Then I'll give the access to Michael so that you can upgrade the account to they call it the Zoom Meetings Pro license with the large meetings add-on. So that's altogether $65 per month. Yeah. So I'll set up the account then.
Yeah, and my suggestion is, Marzuki, if you set up the account, Michael can just plug in his PayPal account, and later you can upgrade and downgrade the accounts using Michael's PayPal account as needed, of course, with permission.
Yeah.
So what I'll do, I'll send you the details of so that you can get into the ISNS account and pay for it from there.
It would be safer from security point of view is that you log into the Zoom account and connect your PayPal account. So you're not sharing your PayPal account with any of us. That would be safer from a security point of view.
One of the reasons I want to do that is because if something ever happens to me, somebody needs to have the ability to access all this stuff. So, you know, it's like the bank account, that Jermaine's on the bank account and Jason's on the bank account and David's on the bank account. So, so my concern is just that if something happens to me, one of you's got access to things.
Michael, may I suggest that with a PayPal account as well, you just give the access to Jermaine, Jason, and David. Not too many people, because you've already given access to these 3 people. So with the PayPal account as well, you give access to these 3. Then I will coordinate with them so that they can upgrade the Zoom account. Yeah.
Yes.
And please make it before, I mean, the latest Wednesday, because we need the link for Thursday if we can do it. Yeah.
Well, that should take a day or less. So don't worry about that.
On what? That should be, sorry, I cannot hear you clearly. That should be.
I said that should take a day or less. So
a day or less. Okay.
Yeah, no need to worry about that.
Okay, cool then.
How many people are now going to the trainers training? How many participants are now registered for doing the trainers training?
So right now we have 44. We had 2 people cancel. But right now we have 44, including the 8 from China, and we have 10 people who should confirm by the end of this week from Mauritius and South Africa. So we're expecting 8 to 10 people to come. I think by the end of this month, November, beginning of December, we will have a clear idea about the numbers, because people are still signing, people are still canceling. And the hotel is actually pushing us to give them a final number by the end of this month.
Okay.
Anything else anybody has?
Yes, I have two more things. So other thing is I was asking Michael about doing like a webinar within the coming 2 weeks about the NSTT. So basically to promote the NSTT and tell people what's exactly going to happen in the training. And I would highly appreciate if you can share that with your institute members so they can get a chance to know more about the NSTT, what's involved, and if they are still interested in joining, they can join. So that's the first thing I have in mind. The other thing is last time I discussed with you about the electronic certificates and how we can do that to control certificates and make sure that people are giving certificates in the right way and tracking royalties and stuff like that. So just a quick update. I already started working on that with a developer. It will take more time than I anticipated. I think like 3 to 4 months to develop that because we actually need to build the back end for the members where we keep a list of all the trainers and all those who paid their membership fees and stuff like that. And then we can build the certificates. So I think it's going to be a very good addition to what we're doing. And as soon as I have something to show you, I'll be happy to show you that and get your feedback and see how we can use and utilize that in our community. And the main reason I'm excited about this because I want us to have to utilize technology and to have something modern comparable to what ICF and other large institutes are doing. Because many people are actually comparing and they're saying your website is good, but I trust this entity more because they have a beautiful website. So I don't want that to be the case in the future. I want us to have a very advanced and robust technology where people can trust us based on that too.
Are you speaking about technology or about content?
Technology more, because in terms of content, I think we already have something really, really good, but we just need to show that. And a way to show that is to utilize technology to show that to people too.
Okay. I don't have a picture in my mind when you say having more technology, and so what do you mean? I think it's interesting. So
yeah, so one of the ideas I have in mind, and if you'd like to listen to it, is instead of each of the institutes having a website that's somehow disconnected from each other, we can still have local institutes websites where people go and plug in their data of the members, but still that's connected to one big database. So instead of right now, David is having like an Excel sheet. We can actually automate the process. So for example, you'll go and put the data of your members. I'll go and put my data of the members. And that will still show on one main website beside the local websites. So, so we have both centralized and decentralized model because many members are asking why my name is not listed on the international website. And we keep telling them your name will be on the local website. And they said, yes, but I also want it on the international website. So we can automate that process. Once you put them on the local website, it's also automatically uploaded to the international website. And that way we can see all the data and we can see all the information. And instead of asking who paid and who didn't pay, we can go to a web page and see all the data, updated data at once, real-time data. So we don't need to wait for people to just send the information and do stuff like that.
I think that's a great idea. People will see how it's bigger than what they see now. Now they see locally, and then they will see the world and have another idea.
Exactly. And one of the other things I'm working on is to automate the membership renewal process. So as Michael was saying, using PayPal and actually using Stripe. So I'm building a module, and once I try that and it's working well, I'll be sharing that with the rest of the institutes, where members will get a notification every year that their fee is due, and they can automatically update and pay for that. And if they have their cards on file, they can select and opt into automatically reduce the fees every year. I think that will increase the renewal fees by having it automated, and also by having a systematic way to remind them and keep reminding them till they pay, if we can automate that process.
Yeah, I have Stripe on my website. It works very, very well. It's really easy. Yeah,
exactly. I would highly encourage the rest of the institutes to use Stripe.
To use Stripe,
if it's available. Yes, if it's available in their country.
Yeah.
If
of
it's not,
course.
then I have a workaround and I can show it to the rest of the members because it's not available in
Mm.
Egypt, but still we're using it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. I wanted to say I probably have 2 persons who can come to the trainers training for you, Mazuki. Tarek. They're from Italy.
Mhm.
I'm waiting
Mhm.
from one email from them, and then I will transfer everything to you.
Thank you.
So I'm very
Appreciate
glad
that.
that we have somebody from Europe, that I found 2 people. It's a couple. It's a husband and wife. So that makes 2 anyway.
Well, we
Um,
do actually have a lot of people from Europe. Henrik referred
Yeah.
many people, I think 5 people so far. So
from Europe or from
yeah.
Sweden and
Yeah, from the Scandinavian Institute, but
Yeah.
of course that is also
Yeah.
part of Europe.
yeah.
Yeah, we got to make this distinction. They're not Europeans.
No, we're Scandinavians.
Yeah,
So
for me it's Europe. So
yeah, actually
Who
for
said
us as well.
who said that? Who said that? It's not Europe. It's not Europe.
Okay.
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Is
You
that
know
a joke?
better.
You know, you see one European, you've seen them all.
Ah, it's too much of an honor.
Um,
I wanted to say that here in Belgium, NLP has been condemned, and the politics, someone in the politics have said that NLP was not to be taught anymore.
Oh,
And
Oh,
yeah, and there were some, I don't know how you say that in English, that they pay you when you go to a business, and the business can reclaim 20 or 30% because it's an NLP training from the government. They withdraw it. And I was just asking myself if Michael could write something for me, because I tried to write something I would like to send that to the lady who took that decision, to just say that NLP is crap, it is pseudo, it isn't worth
Mm.
anything. And I went,
Jermaine,
oh my gosh.
Jermaine,
I would like to.
Are you
Yeah.
part of the NLP leadership, the leadership
Yes.
summit?
Yes.
Because we've got 2 or 3 big institutes there in Belgium, Netherlands and Belgium, who are doing all kinds of research that shows the credibility.
I need to go there. Yeah. But there's so much to read there. It's a lot of emails.
Mhm.
So I need to have material, because I really want to do something and send it to the politics, because this is not done. This is bad. And it's not that there are other people. I want to show that our trainings are really credible. It's really something that we need to continue to do. We need to do that, but I cannot formulate it.
So I would recommend, Jermaine, write to the NLP Leadership Summit, tell them
Okay.
what you just told us,
Yeah.
and then say, anybody who can send me any materials that we can submit to the
Okay.
government, please do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Thank you.
Peter Schultz will respond to you, and there'll be several other people who will send things to you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's 2 weeks ago that came out, and it was published. And there's also another thing here in Belgium, and that's the accreditations for coaches. They want to change everything, and I want to also send out, because it's also the politics, send out to them something about the ACMC, our accreditation and stuff like that. Any idea what can I assemble, what can I put together, what can I do to send to them and say this is accredited?
Well, so
what can I do?
Go to the website and to meta coaching, and then to
Yeah.
research, and you'll see Susie's articles of research and hers and mine that have been published in British Psychologist and other, credible magazines.
Research. Okay.
Yeah, go to research, and you'll see those articles on meta coaching. You'll see one dissertation on meta coaching.
Yeah.
You'll see several other people who have done master degrees on meta coaching.
Yeah.
I mean, we got all kinds of credible materials already.
I need to do it because they say if you don't go to university, you will not be a coach anymore. Or you need to go to the high school, or I don't know how you say that in English. And I go, oh, that's a lot of crap. What are we supposed to do? A lot of people are just freaking out in Belgium today. They want to bring it into universities, and that's it.
Uh,
I
Well,
want to
that's-
share.
Yeah, that is the fight of the disciplines. When coaching first came along here in the United States, the therapist took offense and decided that the AMA, American Psychological Association, started claiming coaching is our domain. And at the same time, training and development organization, which is a major organization here in the States, they said, no, it's our domain. And so it was the fight of the domains, which is normal. I mean, it just happens all the time. It just, and so,
Yeah.
the good thing is that we live in such a diverse world that no domain will ever claim it completely. It just,
Okay.
it just can't happen.
Yeah.
So,
But they say we are all fakes. We're all, and they say go to a psychologist, and they give them, you know, it's $16, and they say just pay $11, and the rest is paid by the government. Don't go to the coach. Go there, and it's only $11. And I go, come on, guys, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Well, so I need to do something. I need to counter
yeah.
that.
I want to share this case. Last May 2020 in Macau, Eric Zhang, Michael, maybe you know Eric Zhang, all the NLP courses suspended by the government one day. So he called me, and then I write to the government and the education something, the department, and then send all the Michael's books, and as many as I have, and then the material and the soft copy, all the one day in 24 hours, I send all the materials to the government because every say I have nothing now. So I go to Macau, the government, to talk to them around 3 days. And then finally, 1 month later, they gave Eric Zhang permission. Only this center can teach NLP, you know. Only neurosemantics can teach NLP. Because I sent all as many, I think 10 or 11 books about medical coaching, neurosomatics, all the books. So I sent to them, and then they go through that. And then after 1 month, only Eric Zhang in Macau can teach NLP now.
That's good.
Yeah, and also in China, because they confuse is it landmark training?
Landmark.
You know landmark?
Landmark training.
Landmark training. Yeah, that they say a life dynamic something. And then they confuse it NLP because some NLP trainer teach landmark. So we write Chinese articles to separate, to see what's the distinction in the website or in the for the article. So people now, they can separate that neurosomatic. And even I don't say we are NLP, I say we are neurosomatics. So this is this is what happened, but I did not share yet. Yeah, but
that's great. Well, thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. But Mandy, what region is that that you're talking about? Is that where does that apply? What you just said?
We are talking about Hong Kong, Macau, and China. The area, you mean the country?
You mean that the whole China and the whole Hong Kong?
Yeah, whole China, because you know, some people join a life dynamic or landmark, they commit suicide. They cannot have the so much pressure after the training. They are haunting by people, so they are become victimized. They commit suicide. Some I think 10 to 15 person like that. So people confuse NLP and landmark and life dynamics something. So we need to clarify that.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
you keep busy for all the nonsense happening.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm. Thank you. Mm.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm interested in what we spoke about there in the beginning about this group you have, Jermaine, with Jason, about this master trainer track, how it works, and what does it mean really? Can we talk about that a little bit now, or is it?
Yeah, she can tell you.
Yeah.
Tell them about the group.
Oh, for the master trainers
Track.
track. So it's pretty much similar. Well, it's actually similar to what Sandra's doing. The thing is, the members now are the newer ones, and yeah. So what we've been doing is, originally we were thinking of every other month, but because the NSTT is coming up, so we just created it just a couple of months ago. We've had 2 meetings already. The third one will be on December 10. So what we do is we get a video of one of the master trainers. In this case, the past 2 meetings, it's Jason when he did a presentation, and then for us to familiarize ourselves with the skills in training. So we call out like what are the skills that we've seen and what would be the next step. So it's familiarization, because that would help also in presenting when we're familiar with the skills. Yeah. So currently that's what we intend to do until January. There'll be another month in January, and then because it's a collaborative learning, so it's not just like Jason and I just running it. I mean, they give suggestions on how we're gonna go about it. So it's some form of like a deliberate practice as well. Yeah. So it's very interesting because of the feedback that we've been receiving and the ideas. And it's also it's fun. It's an hour and a half, 90 minutes. Yeah, that we do.
Okay. So it's now like also to prepare to be in the to be in the assist team in the trainers training.
Yes.
and to work to learn
Yes.
and to
So we'll get you on the list and part of it.
Yeah. Most of the people attending in the group now are also part of the assist team and will also be presenting. So Kobati is there, Yudi,
Bruno is there.
Bruno. Yeah.
Great. Okay. And for the requirements of a master trainer, is that what are the requirements?
The basic requirement is 2 years after NSTT. You're running trainings every month, or nearly so. And if you look at the NSTT manual, there's 2 or 3 pages on the master trainer track and all the requirements there.
Yeah.
Normally, we want to see a video of you presenting that would measure out at 2.7 on the benchmarks. So that's one of the requirements. Although we just haven't been doing that recently because people just haven't done it. But if you do make a 30-minute presentation and you think it reaches the 2.5 on the 7-8 skills, then you could put it on YouTube or somewhere. I could go look at it, benchmark it, and tell you if you're at the 2.7. If you're not consistently getting 2.5 on everything, it's really, well, it's impossible, just nearly impossible to get to 3. Most of the people presenting in the evenings, they're getting 2.5s on some things, 2.7s, 2.8s, and sometimes they're getting 1.8s on state induction or use of voice or something. So it generally takes 3 presentations at NSTT in the evenings before a person can reach the 3.0.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Yeah, I mean, interesting. When is the next time this meeting will be?
December 10th.
December 10th.
Yes.
Okay,
and,
that was okay. December 10th.
Yes, and we're gonna be using David's presentation of I think that was like 2018, and we invited David also to be a guest there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we'll send you an email for more details regarding the time zone at the time, because I think it's going to be on a Friday. It's going to be 9 a.m. here, but because of the daylight, it's going to be 8 a.m. here. So that would probably be, it's going to be this time. So I wonder what time is it going to be in your...
Around 4 o'clock.
Oh, that
around
would be
4,
good for you.
Yeah, it's a good time in the afternoon, like 4
it's a good
o'clock or
time
something.
for you.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Geraldine, can you please add me also to that group?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be great. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I think I'm about done. I'm going to go to the coffee shop. Anybody want to meet us there?
Yeah, wait for me.
All right.
Michael has another preferred coffee shop. So we have an option now. It's not just Starbucks, it's Coffee Traders. It has a more cozy environment, and the coffee is pretty good as well. Yeah, and the service is better than Starbucks. Starbucks service has deteriorated. They don't call out Michael's name anymore.
Starbucks sucks. Starbucks sucks.
What is the new coffee shop? What is the name? What's the name?
Coffee Traders. It's a
not yet
franchise.
in China.
Yeah.
Not yet in China. Okay.
Yes. The people in Starbucks now, the staff, their training has deteriorated. I mean, their customer service, because I think because of the hiring, they're always like new ones. Yeah.
I make my own coffee, so I don't bother with Starbucks. However, yesterday I lost one customer. my youngest daughter got married. She's moved out of the house.
Oh, congratulations, Mazuki.
Wow,
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah, it was just yesterday. She got married.
Wow.
And under COVID protocols, there were only 7 people in the room. The official, my daughter, her husband, me and my wife, and also my in-laws, 2 of them. So just 7 people in the room.
So special. Yeah.
Well, that was what happened as well to us. And Michael and I got married last year.
We got married?
Yeah. Not official. I don't know if that counts now. It's a good thing Jessica was here at that time. Yeah. Family members. We were just like less than 10. Yeah, same number as you were.
Same number. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's interesting. Under house arrest, we got married.
Yeah.
We got married in the jail.
Was there any compulsion? House arrest?
House arrest.
Who was
Well,
that?
he arrested me. He didn't want me to leave. That's why he married me.
Who was the guy with the shotgun?
Okay.
All right.
Time
Well,
for coffee now.
yeah.
Time for coffee now.
Yeah.
Well, good to
Nice
see
and
everybody
clear.
and
Yes, good
have
to
a
see
good day or an evening.
Yeah.
And we'll
Same for
talk to
you.
you next Saturday.
Yeah, see you
Oh,
next
yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Next Saturday.
yeah.
Mhm.
ISNS Wisdom, Jermaine, remember the wisdom session next
Yes.
Saturday. Yeah.
Okay.
So please, please promote it again so we can get more people, because this is the last one in 2021. The next one will be in January. By the way, Tarek, will you have another ISNS gathering next month, December, so we can announce it in the event?
Yes, so we skipped the last one last
Yeah,
months,
last
but
month.
yes, I would like to do one in December. And again, I'm calling for other institute members who would like to help and support with that. So if anyone is interested, that would be great. If not, then I'll be leading that one.
Okay, so let me know the date so we can announce it also in the wisdoms.
Yes, I think it will follow the same rule, second week of the
Second
month.
week, the Saturday. Okay,
Yeah.
then I will arrange that. I'll arrange the
Yeah.
announcement. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just need to confirm with you because we do have an ACMC in Tunisia in December, so I need to confirm the date and I'll let you know today.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Then I
Yeah.
will. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
perfect.
Right.
Well, the best to everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, nice to see
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Nice to
Bye.
see